Hi guys, my name's Pete Rainford and you're watching Rainford's Brew Lab. Today we're going to go nuclear. We're going to make a hard lemon soda that's 15%, and we're going to do it in about a week's time as well. About 7 days to ferment this. Okay, let's go through the ingredients. We need 530 grams of sugar. We need 7 teaspoons full of a sweetener of your choice. I use erythritol. We need 2 whole lemons. We need nearly a couple of litres of cold water. We need a few hundred millilitres of hot water boiled in the kettle, but it's cooled down a bit now. Our yeast of choice is Alcatech 48. Turbo yeast. I've got lots of this, that's why I use it. I've also got some Schaefer. You can use whatever you like, so long as it's a turbo yeast with nutrients, etc. Okay, now to ferment this, I'm going to use a 2 litre fermenter. You can use the 2 litre PET bottle like you see in some of my other videos. Just leave the cap loose once you've mixed all the ingredients so that it does not go nuclear on you and explode. But so yeah, use one of those if you haven't got a small fermenter. You could do this in a demijohn, just means you've got a lot of headspace, that's all. I'm also going to throw some maltodextrin in. I haven't got it on the table, and I might add some lemon juice, which I've got up the shelf up there, post-ferment, but I haven't put it out because it's a maybe. If this tastes lemony enough without all that, then I'm just going to leave it as it is. So, let's make some room and let's get into this, guys. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zest these lemons, and I'm going to juice them. Okay, so the zest and juice are 2 lemons. That's simple. Okay guys, that's our 2 lemons zested. First off, I'm just going to cut them in half, and I'm also going to keep like 1 centimetre wheel of the lemon to add to our glass when we drink this, because I think that's a good touch. Okay, better take the top off first, Peter, and just juice the lemons. Could go high tech and use a proper juicer here, guys, if you like. And last one. Okay guys, let's get our zest in. Okay, let's move this chopping board out of the way. Right, let's get our 530 grams of sugar. I know it may seem like a lot, but this is going to go to 15% alcohol, so it's all going to get consumed by the yeast. Okay, we also need about 35 grams of sweetener, in my case erythritol, which is around 7 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 6 and 7. Now for those of you that are new to brewing, you'll be asking, why is he putting 7 teaspoons of sweetener in when he's just put all that sugar in? Well, let me tell you, the yeast will not consume that sweetener, which means they can't turn it to alcohol, so it stays in the liquid as sweetness. And I know that this aggressive yeast is going to consume all this sugar and turn it to alcohol, so our brew will be very dry. And this is alcoholic lemonade at the end of the day, and we want some sweetness there to make those lemons pop, you know, with flavour. So we need a bit of sweetness, basically. Now, we could add that at the end, after we've fermented. Makes no odds, it's just I want it in now. We're done, so that when we come to taste this, especially if it's carbonated, for instance, adding sugar would upset the balance there. So I'm putting it in now. Okay, now one other thing I'm going to add is some maltodextrin, because it gives us a little bit of body and mouthfeel, because these sodas can quite often feel quite watery, and this will just give it just bulk it up a little bit. That's why I said, look, bulk. We need 35 grams of this, which is 7 teaspoons, roughly, there and about. So 7 heaped teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Right, so that's our maltodextrin in. Maltodextrin. Gotta love that word. Maltodextrin. Right, let's get 500 millilitres of, it was hot, it's now fairly warm. 500 millilitres of warm water. And then before I add any cold water, I'm just going to screw the cap on and give this a good shake to try and get all that, mainly the sugar dissolved, but obviously the maltodextrin, the sweetener, the lemon mixed in, everything. So cap on, give it a good shake. Okay guys, that's everything mixed in quite well. We're going to top up with cold water now, and we have to leave a fair bit of room for this one. This is going to get to 15% and it's turbo yeast. It's going to be volcanic. It's going to froth up like hell. So we've got to leave a bit of room. I'm not going to be able to get the full 2 litres, I don't think, so. That's about as high as I dare take it, guys. Let's hold on for a second. That's probably about 1.7, 1.8 litres. So, take a read. I'm getting good at this, aren't I? I don't know, there's probably 50 brews on this channel by now, and I'm only just starting to remember to take a reading before pitching the yeast. So we got to take into account the sweetener we put in here, guys, because that will affect this reading by around 0.005. So whatever this reading is, I'm going to knock that much off. 1.126. So if I knock that down to a 1.120, that should account for the maltodextrin and the erythritol. Thereabouts. So opening gravity, 1.120. Okay, so our yeast of choice, my choice at least, is Alcotech 48. I've got one open here, which there might still be enough in to do this. We're going to need 5 teaspoons. Now that might sound a lot, but it gives the yeast the best chance of finishing on time and to, you know, get a colony going as fast as possible, because I'm aiming for speed with these. I'm hoping this gets through this in 5 days, and then on the 6th day I'll clear it, cold crash it, and on the 7th day taste it, edit the video and put it online for you guys. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Doesn't always work that way. Do we have 5 teaspoons in here? Probably not. Probably only about 3. No, we've got 2 in here at best. 1, 2. I'm going to call that 2.5. So we'll say another 3. It's probably 2.5 in there, but and 4 and 5. Look after your yeast, guys, and your yeast will look after you. Yeah. Right, top on, guys. And just give it a little swirl. Mix that yeast in. And an airlock. We need an airlock. Okay, 1 airlock with some sanitizing fluid in there. In we go. Oh, easy tiger. And that's it, guys. Now, as I say, if you don't have one of those, use a 2-litre PET bottle and just leave that top loose at this stage so you can squeeze the air out. That way you're not going to get a bomb. And it's, yeah, believe it or not, the same amount of fluid will go in one of these. Turbo yeast likes to work hot. I set my heating mat at around 27-28 degrees for these brews. They will ferment at lower temperatures, but they're best at the, you know, at the optimal temperature of 27 to 35. Correction, 20 to 35 degrees Celsius for a small brew. For a larger brew, they'd say keep it between 18 and 24, because you've got even more of this in them, and there's more explosive possibilities. So anywhere between 20 and 35, I tend to split the difference and go for 27-28 degrees. I knew there was a reason why I did that. I will see you in a few days, guys. Trying to get this to 15% in 4 to 5 days. Then quick cold crash, clear, taste. See you then. Good afternoon. We've got our hard lemon soda here, 15% ABV. We're aiming for. This was brewed on the 6th of the 3rd. Today is the 15th. It's had 9 days. I'm guessing it's finished. So let's get a reading and let's get it cleared, carbonated. And do we have to taste it? Do we really have to taste it? Okay, let's get a quick smell. Let's get a smell. Whoa, lemony. What we got, what we got, what we got. Okay, a little bit of sugar there. Right, that's sat at 1.030. So at 1.030, I know we put 7 teaspoons of erythritol in that. I can't personally see that erythritol is going to affect the reading that much. So I'm going to assume this is stalled, which is very frustrating. Very frustrating. So we've got 2 choices here, guys. We can either leave this a few days, take another reading and see if it's fermented out or if it stays at 1.030. If it does stay at 1.030, it means the yeast is done. But I just can't see that erythritol affecting that reading that much. So I'm going to assume there's still some sugar in there that the yeast has not consumed. So I'm going to try and restart this, because going off experience, which you may have seen in a previous video quite recently, that's going to be sweet. And sweet brews make me go, which is not good. It's not pleasurable. It's too sweet. So I'm going to restart this. Now, I won't do it on camera, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get some turbo yeast in about 200 milliliters of warm water, about 30 degrees Celsius. I'm then going to add a couple of teaspoons of sugar to it and stir it up. Then I'm going to pitch 2 teaspoons of turbo yeast. I'm going to leave it an hour, and that turbo yeast should rehydrate and get to work on those sugars and start to create a good colony. I'm then going to add about 50 to 100 milliliters of this brew to that yeast colony. No, I'm then going to add about 100 milliliters of this brew. I think the bin men are here. Great. I'm then going to add about 100 milliliters of our brew to that yeast and sugary water. Leave it another hour. Make sure that the yeast are consuming what sugars are in there. Okay. And then add another 100 milliliters of this to the same mix. So I'm basically step feeding the yeast colony some of our brew, acclimatizing the yeast if you will. Then about an hour later I'm going to add it to our brew and leave it probably a couple of days to get that down to anywhere near dry, because I'm convinced there's more than erythritol in there. There is sugar, and I don't want to be drinking all that sugar. I want it to be drier. I want it to be more refreshing rather than just a sweet liqueur type taste. So I'll sort that out, and I'll see you in probably a few more days, guys. All right, see you soon. Great. Good evening. We've got our hard lemon soda take 3 here. So yeah, time to get a reading. Time to see if it's finished. It's been over 3 weeks. It should be finished. I've got a little bit sidetracked with other things and a new setup which you can't see, new cameras and stuff. So let's get a reading. Let's get it cleared, although it's nearly clear now. Get it bottled, do what we got to do, and get a taste. Carbonate it as well, probably. So, lemony. Right, 1.000, and I'm spilling it everywhere. I am going to decant this into a clean, sanitized 2-litre bottle because I want to carbonate this. So let's get that in there, and then we'll use the funnel for this bit. Just pour it in as gentle as possible, not to disturb anything. Never easy. Smells lovely. Okay, that's enough. Now, 2 ways of carbonating this, guys. You can put a tiny bit of sugar in there. I want to say tiny bit. A couple of teaspoons for, what is that? It's like 1.25 litres. So, yeah, I'd have put a couple of teaspoons. You would add the sugar now, put the top on, make sure the sugar is stirred up. Because this has been there so long, I would add a tiny bit more yeast as well to make sure they consume that yeast. I'm not going to do it that way because there's every chance that this won't ferment anymore because it's up around the 15-16% ABV mark. I'm going to force carbonate. If you're wondering how I do that, watch the Harry Potter video, or there is a carbonation video on the channel. I will film another one at some point because I get asked about it a lot. I'll do a more modern take. But for now, that's it for a couple of days. I'll get this cleared, throw some bentonite in there, and I'll get it carbonated, and we'll see you for a taste. See you soon. Right, hard lemon soda take 3. I promise this is the last one for at least a good while, guys. We have flogged hard lemon soda to death after this, haven't we? 6th of the 4th, we brewed this. Today is the 5th of May. So this has had a month now. That's how long it's taken me to get round to it. So it should be conditioned, it should be nice, and it should be carbonated. It should be like a fine wine. Fine wine. Lemon zest by 2, plus the juice, Alcatech 48, and 7 teaspoons of erythritol. So this is going to be sweet. At least I hope so. Our target ABV was around 15%. Let's get it tasted. Let's move on. Hard lemon soda. Take 3. I think we may have some carbonation, which is a good thing. Right. Not massively fizzy, but there are bubbles there. I'm not going to get it close up. You'll have to trust me. Whoa, lemon. Very lemony. Go on, I'll get a close up of some bubbles then. Right, there's nothing to it. Smells of lemons. I'm hoping it's going to taste of lemons. Cheers. Oh, this is a strong one. Oh, It's a bit early in the day for this. Why? Why do I pour such a big glass? Plonker. Very lemony. I'm getting the sweetness as well, so that's balancing it out a little bit. A bit more. Wow, there's some lemon in there. And yeah, I can taste the sweetness coming through, so is it too bitter? No, it's not. Yeah, it's coming through now. No, that's quite a good balance. If you like it just that bit sweeter, I'd add a little bit more sweetener. Maybe not quite go as strong on the strength. This is, because, you know, there's a lot of alcohol there. We're talking, I'm going to hazard a guess at 16, 17% here. Certainly 15, so it's a strong drink. Wow, I might have poured a little bit too much there. I've got work to do. So, hard lemon soda, that's about the strongest I'm going to go with this. I can't go any stronger because we're already up there towards the, you know, the upper limit of what yeast can do. So, between that, the 10%, which turned out to be a 12% hard lemon soda, and the original 18p soda, was it, which is my favourite, I'm going to be biased here and choose the 18p one because that was so much fun to make and it brought in so many of you guys. It fetched in so many subscribers that's my favourite video of all time so far since I've been doing this channel. As a drink though, that's got a kick. That's got lemon, that's got zinginess, that's got bitterness, there's some sweetness there. That's pretty good. But because of what this is designed to be, I think that's too strong. I think even the 12% one that we did is probably too strong. It's too high. Yes, this is Peter. I've not been abducted by aliens. It is me, I promise. I'm just saying that this drink is, in my view at least, shouldn't be this strong. I've done this purely to see how far we can go with this, and it's still a nice drink. In my humble opinion, it should be around 5 or 6%. No stronger really. Maybe a little bit. Maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Stop it. 5 or 6%, and then you get a cider strength hard lemon soda. I think that's the perfect range. So maybe one day I will come back to this and do it again at where I think it should be, at what strength I think it should be, and the perfect sweetness, the perfect bitterness as well to balance that, to offset it. And for now at least, that's good fun. It's going to put a smile on my face for the next hour or so. Cool. Lemons, when life gives you lemons, eh? So, let's sum up. Yes, a nice drink. If you want a wine strength hard lemon soda, this is the one for you. There's no aftertaste there from the turbo yeast now. It's all mellowed out because it's had so long. If we were to drink this a few days after it had fermented, it'd probably taste a bit different. But having said that, the strength of the lemon, all that zest we put in there, and the sweetness might well cancel it out quite early on anyway. Yeah, a good drink. If you like your strong, you know, high alcohol stuff, guys, this is for you. And it's nice that it's carbonated and chilled. That's all I've got to say, guys, and hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please like and subscribe. And, of course, cheers. Zing!